What you gonna do with it when I come through spinning? Cause I be around.
Tiago snapping that goddamn thing again. Okay, we coming into music in 3, 2, 1.
Papa was a Rolling Stone, but now I got Rolling Stones in the
It seems like
bezel.
some shit
Mama
in the
at home all
70s.
alone,
They
hustling,
be riding
trying
out
to keep
to
this shit together. Mama, young niggas
kitchen.
smoking on gas, I'm living too fast, my foot on the
1980
pedal. If I go
Cadillac
back to the
Eldorado.
past, my niggas ain't know
Kia
we
Ritz.
rocking Coachella.
That's what nigga ride around
if
and
a nigga
listen to
ever
this
try me
to.
or play me, I buy him an iced out shovel.
I wish y'all
Dig
could
your
hear
own
this
grave, nigga, you played yourself. I put some cash on your schedule.
Y'all like cooking.
If a bitch ever try to fillet me, I just sit back
Absolutely.
and let her. She got it. Think she come
And
up off
then-
the chores, whatever. My pockets came with extra cheddar.
I'm trying to think what I would cook if this was playing in the background while I'm cooking.
With a stick, I'm at
I'll let you handle that shit.
I'm willing to feed whoever. How can I help you? Nobody judge you but God. You can watch us beat the odds. This ain't no cat, no facade. Young, rich, and black, and we gon' beat the charge. We gon' I'm spending cash, no card. I'm liking her natural ass, no fraud. If she got a fake ass, of course. Girl, ain't nothing wrong with enhancing is yours. From the back, we enjoy it. 100 rack, I'ma tap with my boys.
And that
Got the
basic-
clip poking out, we be showing. Anybody check out, we be knowing.
Tiago will be in the club in his
and out, we be
chancletas.
going. On a 757 born. And my AP same size as the phone. Better get you some bread where you from. I spend my meals on the crib.
We gotta put his
Cover myself
chancletas on the
up
gram.
in my shit. I spend the dime, go run
I'll get
you a
that shit
grill.
later.
If you do the time, come home to a meal. Double my seal, sign another deal. G6 pills.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Dope Dank and Dime podcast. I'm your host, JessePeak.com. And today, man, this is a real special episode. So we'll jump straight into how the Dope Dank and Dime podcast came together. And then I'm going to introduce our guest. Actually, man, this ain't no guest. This is the man behind the amazing dishes on the Dope Dank and Dime podcast. So this is about in December. I'm working, hating my job, been in the car business for a very long time, and I see a tweet that goes crazy. Martine F. Pierre, she is talking about her cannabis app she's building, Cannalution. Right. She is also speaking on all the things black and brown people can do in the cannabis space, because it's so much more than selling weed or growing weed. You've got education that people need. People need to learn about things that have to do with cannabis, the business side of things. People are building other apps for logistics, transportation, all of these things. Security companies, people need security for, because banks aren't hip to letting cannabis companies do their business. So you need security companies. There's all types of things you need in the cannabis space. And so she's listing all these things people can do. One of the things she said was somebody should be reviewing cannabis strains. And I've told this story a few times. I didn't realize until last week why I was 39 and had never smoked weed. And I kind of realized why I wanted to jump down this wormhole.
Right.
I think, and I realized this last week, I think that me smoking weed and me trying different cannabis strains is going to help me activate my superpower.
For sure.
Like, I really have wanted since I was a kid to have superpowers for whatever reason, whether that's being invisible, super smart. You know that movie, what's the movie with Bradley Cooper? Limitless?
Limitless, yeah.
I want that shit.
Yeah.
And I need to figure out what it is, where that pill, NZ217 or whatever, I need to figure out what it is. And I thought maybe it might be in the weed. And so I'm going down this journey, and I remember I hit you up. Yep. Just so y'all know this backstory, I came up with this idea for the Dope Dank and Dime podcast where we try cannabis strains and then fine dining. Chef Todd is the first person I hit up. I hopped on Instagram, hashtag ATL Chef. He pops up. I hit him up. He's like, yo, I can't do that because I've got a situation.
Right.
That I'm already.
Restaurant at the time.
Exactly. So he's already chefing it up. He was like, yo, come through. So I grabbed Jay Meeks.
Right.
Hey, Jay Meeks. I grabbed Michelle. What's up, boo? I grabbed Jay Meeks, Michelle. We shoot down there. And I think I ordered your truffle mac and cheese. Yeah. I ordered actually fucking everything on the menu.
I ordered a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, everything on the menu. And I was like, man, this shit's fucking amazing. And
I think what was weird though, for me, it was just like the interaction was so organic.
Right.
Like we sat down, we talked about it, and you told me what you were trying to do, and I'm just like, all right, cool, yeah, like we can do that. So let's make it happen. You let me know.
Right.
So, and then we talked about like how we both got started and like what direction you wanted to go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so that's how me and Chef Todd's relationship has just developed. He couldn't do it at the time because he had the restaurant, but he branched away from that. And I was like, yo, I'm about to come down to the restaurant tonight. You working? He's like, no, I'm not there anymore. I got this going on. I said, yo, podcast, let's go. And then now you see Chef Todd whipping up dishes on every episode of the Dope Dank and Dime podcast. So that's the backstory on the podcast. And now today, you guys see different guests every single episode. But I thought it was very important for you guys to actually get to know Chef Todd because he is a very integral part in this podcast, and he my guy. So I wanted y'all to meet him. So tell everybody a little bit about where you're from, how you got into chefing it up.
Okay.
Why you got gum in your mouth? If Angela Yee was here, she'd make you throw that gum out.
She probably would.
Throw that gum out.
Yeah, okay. So look, I'm originally from Orlando, Florida, right?
What part of Orlando?
Pine Hills.
That's what's up. Everybody from Pine Hills, tap in.
Jones High School, everybody know. But so originally from Orlando, Florida, I really didn't get into the chef thing till late. Like I think it was like 26, 27.
Really?
Yeah. I originally I went to FAMU, shout out Rattlers. For mechanical engineering.
Cookman. I spent my 6 months at Cookman, but anyway.
And we ain't gonna address that, but yeah, so got into it a little late, but I was looking for an outlet for my creativity. Always been a creative. So, I tapped into the food thing. And honestly, once I got rolling with it, it just developed more into a passion. And I just, took off from there.
So you get into it. Mm-hmm. Of course, there had to be some education that went behind that.
Of course. Yeah, so I went to Second Harvest Culinary School down in Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
Shout out to them. Gave me my start. Chef Izzy, shout out to him, who really supported me, and was like, he's going to be on TV. He going to cook for all kind of celebrities. And at the time,
he said that?
Yeah, he said that.
Okay.
To this day, I got people who went to that program with me. It was like, yo, he really said you was going to do that. And I guess he saw something in me that I ain't see yet.
Sometimes we need that though. No, we need someone to look at things from outside the box and see like, yo, this person is really talented. I can see them going somewhere with this. You got to see that. Right, and so that's super important because they'll give you more confidence and a little bit more push to be more aggressive with pursuing that craft.
And the crazy thing is, I don't think I ever had a issue with the confidence part of it because I always knew that, like, this is what I wanted to do, so I was going to get better at it. Mm-hmm. But for me, it was just, like, the consistency of it. Like, I didn't know where it was going to go. And initially, I couldn't get no job in no restaurant. I had no experience or anything. So, it was a little rough at first. But once I really got into it and got into a restaurant, it was, I was like, I was going to work harder than everybody else anyway.
So that leads me to talking about this. Restaurants. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows I post stuff on Instagram. I'm always trying to go to nice restaurants. I like nice food. I can cook, at the house. I can do my thing. Right. Nobody's ever said my food tastes like shit. So I just had to put that out there. I cook. But sometimes you want to step outside the house. You want to go have a nice meal.
Sure.
You go to these places and you get good food, but when you really think about it, they're pretty basic dishes that somebody just executed pretty well. You are doing non-basic dishes and you're executing them on another level. What do you think, or I think this is a better question. You got a guy that's like you that went through the process of getting the education and they're sitting in a restaurant right now that does not breed their creative juices. What would you say to them?
I mean, honestly, I believe what you have to do is, like, if you're in a restaurant setting where they kind of got the handcuffs on you, essentially, you have to do it like at home or outside and just try different stuff. Trust your creativity. A lot of times I think we put ourselves in these boxes, especially like classically trained chefs. It's like you in this, box that you feel like you can't step outside of. Especially in a restaurant because it's more about the financial end. So they need it to be profitable, and then they're not really worried about you progressing as a chef in that way.
I never thought about that.
You know what I mean?
I never thought about that.
So you have to kind of take that upon yourself to say, hey, look, I want to learn more. I want to grow more. So, with me, it was like I reached out to some chefs. I was lucky, though, because the first restaurant that I started at was a global topics restaurant. It was called Casa in Orlando. Shout out to the restaurant group, Bento Restaurant Group.
Okay.
Gave me my start. So in that realm, it was kind of like I was given the ability to try different stuff, different cultures, different dishes. So, they trusted that.
Okay.
So I was lucky in that regard, but I feel like you really got to tap into that creativity. I think for me, I started smoking late too. So
when's the first time you smoked?
this was maybe about 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And what led you to smoke for the first time?
I was like, I was old enough now, so let me just try it. It
Okay.
can't hurt anything, So I was like, all right. But it helped me, just really tap into the creative part of my mind.
Okay.
So, I would come up with crazy dishes. Remember the conversation we was having about the peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Hold on. We're going to get to that. Since he's already brought up the weed again, we got to tell y'all something. So this is a cannabis review podcast because I'm going to get into that story. I want to hear that again.
Right.
This is a cannabis review podcast. And today on this episode, we are going to be reviewing Monogram #1. Now, Monogram has 4 strains, but we're going to be reviewing #1. And let me. Now, I don't know how y'all Monogram comes, but I got a little crazy story to tell you. Never mind, I ain't gonna tell you the story. My Monogram came in a case like this, okay, with a lock on it and a key. I'm driving on the freeway, and it looked like a Secret Service SUV pulled up next to me, and the dude, rolled down his window, told me to roll down mine. You Jesse? Yeah. I got a package for you. Pull over. Pulled over, and he gave me this right here. So, this is this Monogram strain.
Top shelf right there.
And if y'all aren't familiar, this is Jay-Z's cannabis brand, Monogram. Now, he is partnered with, actually, I don't know if he's partnered or owns part of Caliva, which is a huge cannabis brand out in California. And this is it right here. This is how your cannabis comes packaged in this phenomenal packaging. So I'm going to crack this open here. They got the little child-proof stuff here. And just so you guys know, while you watch the podcast, I'm learning a lot about cannabis. And like I said, I wanted to unlock my superpowers. There's a lot of science behind the weed. And I think it's super important. I got a lot of friends back home. I'm from Seattle, where weed has been, legal forever. They've been smoking since we were kids. And I think a lot of people get high just to get high. When you actually dig into the science, and I got to shout out David Downs. David Downs is my new best friend. I was trying to find out the terpene profile for this strain, and I read an article that David wrote, and I couldn't find all the information. I hit up David on Instagram. That's a missile. Baby Sam said it's a missile. Y'all got to watch episode before this to know about the missile. Right. But I reached out to David Downs on Instagram, and pull up my phone real quick. It was pretty cool. You never know when someone's gonna respond back to you on Instagram, but I sent him a message. Hey David, I'm doing some research for an episode. What are the terpene profiles for the Monogram #1? He responded back. Monogram #1 has that OG goodness. Pinene limonene front with a micrine beta caryophyllene chassis. So that's what this strain does. And I'm going to give y'all a little.
Explain that though.
I'm about to. Yeah. Because it's super important. So let's go straight into the micrine. I think that's how you pronounce it. Myrcene. It might be myrcene. It's the most commonly found terpene in cannabis on the market. And just if you guys aren't familiar with terpenes are all the scents that we get from everything. There's like 20,000 terpenes out there. When you cut open a lime or a lemon and you smell that citrus, that's a terpene. The scent you get from lavender, that's a terpene. When you are in the woods and you smell the pine, that's pinene. These are all different terpenes. They've got these different aromas. They also have different medicinal effects. So the myrcene, Like I said, it's the most commonly found terpene. It's responsible for giving cannabis an earthy, musky, almost spicy scent like cloves with orange zest. These terpenes also have medicinal properties. This one is anti-carcinogenic, antibacterial, and antibiotic properties. So if you got a little STD, smoke this to get rid of that antibacterial fungal. I'm joking. It ain't that. But anyways, this terpene is also known for its calming effects and its ability to keep cannabis users laid out on the couch for hours. So that's one. Caryophyllene. That's the spice, the black pepper scent with an earthy undertone. It's anti-inflammatory. It also reduces stress and anxiety. So if you really start doing some research and thinking about what you're smoking before you smoking it, you're going to have some really good results. This also has pinene in it. There's 2 forms of pinene, alpha and beta pinene. They both smell like fresh pine needles. It can also smell a little herbal, like rosemary and basil. Pinene has also been shown to help with pain relief, enhance focus, and even acts as a bronchodilator. Helps your lung functions. And then my favorite, limonene. It's known to elevate mood, relieve stress, and has antibacterial properties. The limonene is the citrus scent. So you're going to get a lot of, there's 4 different terpenes in this strain. So I'm going to crack this open real quick. Now, I sent you these terpenes, right?
Yeah.
What you about to cook?
So, what we got in there working is a herb crusted salmon with a wild mushroom risotto.
Whew. It's going down. Yeah. Herb crusted salmon with a wild mushroom risotto. And if y'all, there'll be some people that cook, that eat, that know risotto is hard to whip up. Yeah. I've been to plenty of restaurants, and you got to have a certain skill level to do risotto. And then you doing dessert too?
I'm doing dessert too.
What we doing for dessert?
So we're gonna do a peach pie egg roll.
What?
Yeah. We're gonna do a peach pie egg roll with a vanilla bean mousse.
Why? Like, how you be coming up with this stuff?
Listen, you gave me a homework assignment essentially. So, you know.
Okay, you about to ace the test. Whoa, okay.
First of all, that looked crazy.
This is how your cannabis comes when you get in the monogram strength. Check that out. And it's crazy when you actually smell it and you know what's in it, your nose starts to pick up out all those fragrances. Yeah. It's like, okay, I smell a little sweet. I smell some skunky.
I smell the citrus in there.
You smell a little pine. I can't wait to taste this. Y'all got to understand, I started smoking 6 months ago, and we were just talking about this in the kitchen. I really look forward watching him cook. And, watching him cook, McBride Sisters, y'all saw, he took that, what was that?
The Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc, and mixed it up in that risotto.
Yeah.
And we're drinking, hold on. We are sipping on the McBride Sisters red blend. McBride Sisters. I'm coming out to the farm, or the what do they call them? What do wine people have? The vineyard. Yeah. I'm gonna need about 2,000 cases of this, because we might need to do a nice little collaboration
for sure.
But
fire.
I get so excited watching Chef Todd cook and knowing that now my senses are going to be heightened, and that we're pairing dishes specifically to match this cannabis. This is going to be epic. So I hope y'all ready for this. We are going to roll this up. Chef Todd's going to get to cooking, and then we're going to come back, and y'all are going to get to experience my reactions on this. Now, I'm rolling up on a couple different things. I got my It Smells rolling tray. You see this here?
Shout out to It Smells.
Shout out to It Smells. Now, this is a light up rolling tray. Hold on one second. See, you can roll up.
They ain't playing.
You can roll up. Janelle, what's the website? Itsmells.com. ITSMELLZ.com. Get your rolling trays. Get your grinders. There's another, what are the things called that I put my joints in? A joint holder. And those are like aluminum, like steel. Yeah, high quality joint rollers. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys that later, but it's perfect because well, I only smoke on the podcast, but even when I'm on the way here, I might have something rolled up already. I've got that in there so I don't get any issues with the law. And we got 4 grams in here, so this is about to get epic. Y'all sit tight. We about to go in the kitchen. Oh, and if you're watching this on YouTube, let me tell you what to do. We got a couple different camera setups that we're using, and Tiago, shout out to Tiago with the chancletas. Shout out to Tiago. We were on the phone the other day, and he was telling me about VR cameras, just some stuff that he's doing on his own. And he said, you need to incorporate this in there. So I went and grabbed this VR camera. Y'all can actually put your finger here, and you can just see what's going on all in the space with what we got going on. So it's going to be pretty fun. We'll catch y'all in about 2 seconds. All right. So what I've done, took the Monogram number 1, put it in the grinder, and I've got this trusty Glunt right here. Glunt is amazing. So what you do, take this top out, and it's just going to be this open piece of glass. I put the cannabis in here, and then I put the top in here, twist it a little bit, and when I take this off, boom, there we go. Please don't steal me. Shout out to Weed Feed. Damn, I got shit on my... I don't like that, but okay. Okay. You should always smoke with friends. You want smoke?
Okay, this is too fancy for me, so you gotta
Okay,
do another tutorial.
That hits kind of hard. Oh shit.
Okay, well, relax.
You see it's got smoke in there still. You can literally taste like every flavor in here when you do this because you don't have the papers.
Smooth.
Yeah. I think I pulled too much. Shit.
You gotta calm down.
Maybe I pulled too much. Okay. God damn. Like, you get higher doing this. Does that make any sense? How does it make sense?
Because it's not.
I mean, I know it makes sense to me. How does it make sense to you?
It's straight from it. It's not. You're not adding any extra tobacco
Tobacco or
anything.
papers or anything like that?
Whichever you want.
I think this is like a $10.7 million promotion for Blunt right now. That they just got all those facts and all the people gonna see this. Okay. Let's crack his chancletas on the side.
Come on, Frank.
Who, me? Oh, I'm high? How you know I'm high?
Because you laughing at shit.
Shit, what? Shit ain't funny? It's funny to me.
Because you over there dying.
That shit is hilarious. What was I laughing at anyway?
I don't know.
Oh,
For real.
it was something funny. I'll remember it in a second.
I think it's the first episode I actually ate my own food.
Cause you be back there busy.
Yeah. It feels weird, actually.
Why?
Because I never do this shit. I'm like, I really finna eat this shit.
Man, that's hilarious. You be creating these amazing dishes and don't even take the time to sit down and relax and enjoy your
I don't
food.
even get to do that.
You know what I think you should start setting a precedent when you cook for folks? It's just automatic in your contract.
Right.
Once I'm done, I'm going to sit down and enjoy my food. And like, seriously. Like we talked about this the other day. So we link up, we're doing the pod. We both kind of share some of the same growth aspirations,
Sure.
and we're seeing some of the same things at the same time now. And that's crazy because I don't have a fine dining background. You got a TV, film, business, like. So we got two different similarities, but we're seeing the same thing. I don't know. That's just weird. Maybe that's some high
I feel like the
conversation.
energy is just aligned. You know what I mean? Like, we both on a growth path.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So anyways, you need to put that in your contracts. You're going to sit
I
down and
do.
enjoy your food.
And the crazy thing is, I really feel like none of my clients would have any problem with it. But,
They wouldn't. They wouldn't. Like you said, like you are real passionate about cooking. So you put love when you in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And you can taste that in here.
bro, this risotto is definitely better than
Okay, this is creamier than what I anticipated. And then did you put there's cheese in here?
So, that black truffle Gruyere,
The one you gave me some of earlier. Okay.
I put that in here.
Wow. What y'all think?
Good. There's a lot of texture in here, though.
And then what's this on top of the salmon? Because when I take a piece down of the salmon, I'm getting the creamy from the risotto. Then I'm getting rich from the salmon. And then I've got the crunch on top. What's that on there?
So that's a Parmesan herb crust. But you got to eat it all together. It's like
It's got layers to it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't eat the risotto by itself.
I mean, you can, but
It just there's so much body in this thing.
yeah, it's a lot going on.
And you only did that with 1, 2, 3 main little things.
I try to keep it somewhat simple. You know?
Nah, man, this is like complex. Watch out, man. Well, cap. This is wild. Yeah, man, you are beyond talented. So
Man, this is actually pretty good.
I'm telling you, you have to start eating more of your meals.
I know, bro. Now I see how y'all be feeling.
Now, what are your favorite things to eat when you get the munchies?
I'm a sweet tooth.
Hold
junkie.
on. He smoke yet?
No.
Man, hold on. Take his ass outside.
Hold on. I'll be back.
That shit funny too, man. Damn. That shit funny as hell. I'm not gonna be the only motherfucker fucked up around here. Fuck that.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, that's it. Please. One more puff and I'm out here.
Too strong.
Man, could take the rest of that. I'm not taking it.
What?
It's like 4 more pieces in there.
Oh man.
Oh man, I feel like it's gonna be even better now.
You know, it'd be funny as hell if I was like, okay, you finish, you in here. I'm gonna go finish the dessert because you got everything laid out to put together. I went and put it all together and burnt the whole shit up, like the whole block.
That's not funny at all.
I was just like nobody was here, and nobody got hurt. Everybody got out in time.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes it better.
My bad, man. I'm high.
Clearly. Man,
Missile.
I feel like I'm noticing different shit now.
What are you picking up on?
I think I taste the herbs more now. For sure.
Are you okay sharing with what herbs you used in your dish?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I get a game away.
So, what herbs did you use in here?
Well, we got some rosemary in there. You got some chives. You got some thyme. Yeah, those 3.
Okay. And then the wild mushrooms.
The wild mushroom. And then you know the seasoning I was telling you about, the umami is in there too.
Really?
Which
Okay.
was to elevate the mushrooms.
Okay. I don't know what to say, man.
Man, listen.
I think the first word that comes to my mind, this is a decadent dish.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I gotta stop.
Now do you understand why I can't eat like this all the time?
No, but this is like, yeah, that's it. Okay.
I don't know.
What happened?
No, they cleaned theirs and we still had shit left.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what y'all got going on.
Oh yeah, they both said they didn't eat all.
I didn't.
No, I ate. I'm not gonna lie, I ate before I came here. I couldn't make it.
So, what are you gonna do for dessert?
Okay, so we doing peach pie, fried ravioli. So, but you know, dessert form.
I gotta watch you. I gotta watch you do this. Come on.
Okay.
Who, me? Oh, hell yeah. Oh yeah, that's why I stopped. It's going down with the desserts. That's why I stopped, because I want to enjoy every morsel of that dessert. Y'all gonna see. Watch. It's wine and it's weed, boy. Woo! Oh, damn. My bad, y'all. Chef Todd plated my dessert. This is like, I can't even. Are y'all gonna see it like that? I don't even. Y'all saw some footage of him putting it together. It's so delicious.
like I said earlier, I think I said 2 descriptions, and I'm going to wait for the other 2 descriptions. So the first sensation you get is the temperature of this. It's not super hot, like where it burns the roof of your mouth, but it's just hot enough to let you know, hey, I'm warm. I'm coming. Is that a pause thing?
You supposed to say pause after that?
Okay. Then you got the sugar, the brown sugar, the crunchiness from the exterior, and then the creamy from the exterior, the texture from the inside, and then you've got this cream. Like, this is a lethal combination of ingredients right here. I'm gonna have to buy yours from you, Tiago. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go help Chef Todd close out in the kitchen. This has been another episode of the Dope Dank and Dime podcast. I'm your host, JessePeak.com. You can follow me here and there on Instagram, Twitter. I'll talk to y'all soon.